Hey everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Catechism for Kids. Today, we're going to learn about Saint Bruno of Segni, who is a very wise and holy bishop, and we get to celebrate his feast day on July 18th. Now let's meet our saint. If you could ask God for anything, what would you choose? The disciples traveled with Jesus for 3 years, witnessing him teach and heal, conversing with him as they walked along the dusty roads of Galilee. People were always trying to get close to Jesus to ask him for favors, but the disciples were right. There they could have asked for anything they wanted at any time. What did they ask for? They asked Jesus to teach them to pray. Benedictine bishop serving as Vatican librarian and cardinal legate. Born in Asti, Italy in 1049, Bruno became a Benedictine while still young. And in 1079, Pope St. Gregory VII appointed him Bishop of Segni. He told that see to re-enter the monastic life, becoming the abbot of Monte Cassino. Bruno served as librarian to the Holy Roman See and as a cardinal legate. Bruno's theological work on the Holy Eucharist set the standard for centuries. He was canonized in 1183, after a long and active life of being an Italian bishop. Saint Bruno of Segni wanted to learn how to pray again. Bruno was a deeply spiritual man and a renowned preacher and spiritual director all across Italy. But his life had become full of busyness. So he sought a new beginning in his old age and seized the chance to relearn how to really pray. Bruno withdrew from his high offices into the Benedictine Abbey of Monte Cassino. He spent time in solitude. He prayed with the scriptures, imagining himself in the gospel scenes. He talked with Jesus without time limits or any hurry. Saint Bruno of Segni had the humility to let Jesus teach him how to pray again. We are all in need of deep prayer. All need to ask Jesus how to pray, not just once, but often. The need and desire for prayer is universal. Often we are unaware of our deepest needs and desires. Sometimes we need things and don't know we need them. Sometimes we yearn for things, but do not know exactly what we are yearning for. The men and women of every era yearn for connection and relationship with God because we were made for that. Birds were made to fly, fish were made to swim, and human beings were made to love God and each other. Teach us to pray is the spoken and unspoken desire of every person in every place and time. It reflects a desire for wisdom, which in turn reflects a desire to learn how to love and discover the best way to live. Will you let Jesus teach you to pray? Saint Bruno also showed us that being holy doesn't mean we don't do anything fun or that we don't enjoy learning. It means that we try our best to follow God's plan and teachings. Bruno loved learning about God, and he wants us to love learning about God too. So let's remember that, just like Bruno, we can be holy by knowing God's word and being good examples to other people. We can defend the truth and help those who are struggling to believe in God. May Bruno's example inspire us to trust God and follow his word. Well, that's our time for today. I hope you enjoyed learning about Saint Bruno of Segni. Remember to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. And I'll see you next time on the Catechism for Kids. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, and God bless you.